The sky is falling.
The sky is falling. We got the Chicago Sky general manager, Jeff P., throwing Angel Reese under the bus?
The hype storm that once crowned Angel Reese as the Chicago Sky's savior has turned into a swirling mess of finger-pointing and frustrated whispers. Inside the franchise that sold her as the next face of women's basketball, patience is evaporating faster than ticket sales after another blowout loss.
The Chicago Sky lose again. The Chicago Sky lose again. Now, this is actually something that's pretty funny. I need to show it to you guys. Angel Reese's teammates, I mean, they got her in the post, but for some reason, they're just choosing not to give her the ball.
Fresh off a rookie season packed with cameras and catchy hashtags, Reese strutted into the WNBA spotlight dripping confidence and viral sound bites. But behind the highlight reels, reality hits different when easy layups clang off the glass and a team slides to the bottom of the standings. No rookie armor could protect her from what exploded last week, a searing locker room rebuke from the very GM who once championed her as Chicago's future. Every missed shot now fuels a city's doubt and a franchise's quiet desperation. For those who once worshipped the Chai Barbie, the question echoes louder each game. Is this hype machine worth a heartbreak? Anyone convinced the experiment has flopped is already typing 3 words: fire the baby giraffe.
Angel Reese is under fire from the Chicago Sky general manager. The general manager names Angel Reese by name and says, "We need more out."
Once plastered across billboards and flaunted on every WNBA highlight reel, Angel Reese was Chicago's statement to the league. Swagger, grit, and fresh star power in one package. That package, however, has been leaking promise with every brick layup and missed defensive rotation.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win, Pagliuca said. She's had some great games, and she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best, but she's our best chance at versatility on this roster. We need more production out of her, but we need her to help us in other ways too. We need more production out of her. Jeff Pagliuca has been seeing some of the disappointment.
Early on, Chicago brass built the roster around her energy, marketing muscle, and social media magnetism. Fans flooded arenas just to catch a glimpse of the so-called Chai Barbie in action. But numbers never lie, and hers tell a sobering tale. Scoring averages sinking like a stone, shooting percentages scraping the basement floor. Whispers inside the front office have shifted from promotion plans to contingency blueprints. After each gut-wrenching loss, the same question repeats: can charisma sell out seats when the scoreboard tells an ugly truth? Inside the locker room, patience wears thin as veterans quietly wonder how long hype can overshadow hard results. With the playoffs slipping further away, Chicago's Golden Girl inches closer to becoming its most expensive bench ornament.
Reese has seen her numbers drop from her rookie season to her second in 2025. She is averaging 10 points on 35% shooting and 12 rebounds per game compared to 2024, where she posted 13.6 points on 39% shooting and 13 rebounds per game. To make matters worse for the Sky, Courtney Vandersloot, she's out for the season with a torn ACL.
No press conference lights captured the moment Chicago's general manager decided enough was enough. It wasn't a polite post-game critique or carefully crafted statement. It was a raw, door-slamming confrontation away from cameras, where excuses dissolve and truth bites.
That's something that has yet to come together, but it's a necessity for us to win. She's had some great games, but she's had some games like everybody else that haven't been her best. But she's our best chance at versatility on this roster.
After yet another performance riddled with blown finishes and missed opportunities, frustration finally boiled over. Witnesses inside the tense locker room say voices rose, fingers pointed, and no superstar shine shielded Reese from the storm aimed squarely at her game. Coaches held back grim nods as the GM laid out the brutal reality. No more grace period, no more calling, production, or packing bags. Players sat frozen, absorbing every word while stealing glances at the very player once untouchable.
How come the first time we hear you call a player out by name, it's Angel Reese? How come you went and you hired Tyler Marsh to be the head coach of this team, and then you co-sign him building an offense around Camila Cardoso, yet the first time we're talking about we need more from a player, it's for Angel Reese and not Camila Cardoso. Last time I checked, they both have been playing like garbage.
In that charged silence, the hierarchy cracked. The Chai Barbie tag meant nothing when the box score bled losses. This outburst didn't leak by accident. Insiders let it breathe because the message was clear. This franchise would rather risk scandal than sink quietly with its chosen poster child.
We had pretty big, significant expectations for the season, which is why I made the moves I made. His assessment was that the Sky's 2-6 need to improve everywhere going into to address the lack of cohesion on defense and poor shooting. Going into Tuesday night's loss, they let a league worst 90.1 points per game. We're shooting just 39%.
Hype doesn't hide the box score. Reese's drop in production screams louder than any Instagram reel could mask. In her rookie stretch, she flirted with double-doubles, pulling in boards and finishing with just enough finesse to fuel optimism. Fast forward to the current disaster, 10 points per game, a shooting clip dragging at 35%, and rebounds slightly above her peers, but nowhere near enough to rescue a sinking ship. Worse, these numbers cratered just when the Sky needed her most, after losing a veteran leader to injury. Coaches pore over footage frame by frame, rewatching missed bunnies and blown second chance putbacks that drain morale faster than a 20-point deficit.
Angel Reese, part 40, let's get it! My favorite shot in basketball, Angel Reese, long two, bang! We saw some improvement last night. They only lost by 18 and some of the layups hit rim. Bang! WNBA socials show Angel, but not her teammates. Did you say butter? Butter pecan! Bang! Giving you free and open looks. You better cash them in, girl. Oopsie. Bang!
Opponents caught on too, forcing her inside and daring her to miss. The stat line that once promised versatility now reads like a caution sign. Each game added to the sample size confirms it. The future they banked on might already be slipping through their fingers, one clanked layup at a time.
Bring it back to the dipsy-doo, whipsy-doo. Give it that scoopity boopity bop. Bang! More layups. She's right-handed, by the way. Did you know? Bang! Bang! She's a great rebounder. She grabs that board really well. All the people there excited to watch her rebound. Look at that. Watch out for the out-of-bounds line. Bang! If I'm her coach and I see this setup right here, I'm calling timeout. Nothing good ever happens here. Bing bong. Bang! Anytime she gets tied up for a jump ball, you know she's losing that because she can't jump. Bang!
Beneath the post-game smiles and generic team-first soundbites, a fracture line has begun to splinter Chicago's locker room. Veterans, once eager to mentor the franchise's loudest rookie, now trade private glances when another open layup ricochets off the rim. Some teammates whisper that minutes and touches feel unfairly protected, fueling quiet resentment no pep talk can glue back together.
Angel Reese was quoted as saying, "I put my head down and work every single day. I don't give up on anything. I critique myself the most. I know it's going to translate. I'm just going to put my head down and work. I know the results will show."
The frustration cuts deeper during game film sessions, where clips loop the same avoidable mistakes and teammates watch precious possessions wasted. On the court, the evidence is clearer than any rumor mill. Players swing the ball away from Reese in scoring spots, choosing shot clock violations over risky feeds. The unwritten rule in pro sports holds true. Respect is earned, not gifted.
Angel Smollett, in her own words.
Yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA, our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
The WNBA is a joke, and even with Clark carrying the league on her shoulders, it still sucks.
And as the missed bunnies pile up, the respect meter dips into the red. In the hushed corners of Chicago's practice facility, some staff wonder if an unavoidable benching might be the only thing to patch up a room that's lost faith in its so-called franchise anchor.
The Sky believed they were ready to compete for a playoff spot season, but a team could give anyone a fight. There's no sugarcoating how things have gone. They spotted early, lost Sloot to a torn ACL. They're near the bottom in the league, both offensively and defensively, after loading up on veterans. Even understanding that growth takes time, the Sky shouldn't have been this bad.
If the front office confrontation was a spark, social media poured gasoline on the blaze. The clips spread fast, slowed down replays of missed layups, wide open brick putbacks, and awkward finishes dissected like courtroom evidence. Twitter feeds morphed into reel-by-reel takedowns, with analysts comparing Reese's touch around the rim to blooper compilations. Memes mocked her footwork. Comment sections turned brutal. What once was adoration has transformed into a digital feeding frenzy. Even casual fans, who once marveled at her college dominance, are now asking if the Chai Barbie is just a TikTok mirage in a league that demands more.
Well, that's a front office issue as much as it's an Angel Reese issue. If your front office and your coach is completely fine with one of your star players missing practice to go to this engagement and to go to that engagement, then your general manager and head coach, they need to have a little bit more backbone. They need to say, no, this is a brand new team. We can't afford that, Angel. But instead, they co-sign it. They allow it. They encourage it. And they wonder why things look how they look.
Despite her public statements insisting she's working hard and not giving up, the court tells a different story, one of declining trust and evaporating belief. No longer sheltered by popularity, Reese is now the subject of a league-wide reality check. The same platforms that boosted her image are now sharpening their teeth, questioning not just her skill, but whether the WNBA spotlight came too soon.
Manager Jeff Pagliocca allowing Tyler Marsh to say, yeah, Angel, go do your influencer thing, and hopefully it doesn't take away from your basketball play.
Inside league offices and among rival scouts, one word keeps floating into back-channel calls: trade. Chicago hasn't slapped it on a press release, but insiders confirm the front office is sniffing out forwards who can deliver without the baggage.
This is an easy entry pass right over Brianna Jones into Angel Reese's left hand. We can do a sidearm pass right into Angel Reese's left hand. We drop it off to Rachel Banham. Rachel Banham looking right at Angel Reese. And you know what this team would rather do? They would rather... Look at that. Angel Reese is just quitting at this point. She knows she's not getting the ball. They would rather turn the ball over on a shot clock violation than give Angel Reese the ball when she actually has post position.
For a franchise once all in on a marketable rookie, this pivot shows how quickly loyalty fades when wins disappear. Meanwhile, on another court, Caitlin Clark silences doubters the old-fashioned way, draining deep threes, feeding teammates, rewriting rookie records. While Reese trends for memes and missed bunnies, Clark trends for making history and selling out arenas.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Angel Reese can't proudly accept the role of the villain, then beg people for sympathy. You can't complain about mythical racism. You can't create stories of fake racism that get exposed, then ask people to feel sorry for you.
The comparison cuts deep for Chicago's fans who once believed the Chai Barbie could rival Clark's draw. Some executives quietly admit the gamble on charisma over polished fundamentals might have backfired spectacularly.
Clark is more mature. Caitlin Clark has decorum.
Caitlin Clark obviously is jet fuel to its popularity.
Caitlin Clark is far better of a basketball player and has made such a tremendous impact in a greater number, more so than Angel Reese. Everybody knows that. Her college career was better. The stadium sales, the WNBA popularity has gone up because Caitlin Clark.
As trade rumors swirl, so does the cold reality. The WNBA's patience for hype without execution is razor thin. Every missed layup now doubles as leverage for front office sharks hunting deals to erase what's fast becoming a cautionary tale. Every franchise has a tipping point where marketing sparkle and social buzz lose power against brutal scoreboards. For the Chicago Sky, that line now cuts straight through Angel Reese's future. Insiders describe a team no longer shielding her from hard truths. The missed layups are no longer mistakes. They're symptoms of a deeper issue. Gaps in development hidden by hype and clout.
I have yet to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader. Outside of rebounding her own missed layups, what does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution? You tell me, because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night. And for 27 minutes, she completely disappeared.
Coaches crave production, not PR headlines. Fans crave wins, not TikToks. And teammates crave trust when passing the ball, not another highlight gone wrong. Meanwhile, in Indiana, Caitlin Clark proves how talent and polish trump noise every night. For Reese, there's no more room to skate by on energy alone. Effort without execution is a treadmill going nowhere. Trade talks swirl, locker room faith dwindles, and patience thins to a single thread. This league, unforgiving as ever, leaves two paths: evolve into a player who earns every stat line, or vanish into another cautionary footnote of wasted promise. Anyone convinced it's too late knows exactly what to type below. Fire the baby giraffe. Subscribe, hit that bell, and brace for what happens next. Chicago's next move won't wait forever.